Okay, Michael, here we go. There it is. I just wanted to show this to you before I shipped it out, and so you could see some of the things that were done. These are your spare parts that are in here. Here's your original crystal, which is in pretty decent shape. It's a nice high top. I think this is, actually, I need to mic this up. No, that's just a Type 2. Standard old Type 2. I was thinking, maybe that's a Type 3. No, it's a Type 2. There it is. So that old blobby loom is gone. And all the loom now matches. You'll notice the loom is flat, which is what it's supposed to be. I recreated this pip up here. That before was just a hole with some of that, more of that same strange blobby loom. Well, I just have to thank you. This was such a privilege to see this watch. And I know that you're the original owner of this watch, and you bought it in, you said 1975 or 76. And you're the original owner, and you bought this for when you were in the military, in the Navy. And you bought this because your issue Rolex was always in the shop. And so you said that yourself and a number of other people would routinely basically trade in their Rolexes, and out of their own pockets, they would buy these Seiko 6105s as their dive watches rather than using the issue Rolex. Isn't that interesting? That is just so interesting. I mean, I suppose at that point, Rolex was still using acrylic crystals, and I've heard from another Navy man, but he was Canadian Navy, about their Rolexes, and he said they were always water damaged and they'd never run right, and they were always going back into the shop. So it's just interesting to talk about the robustness of a watch, considering that you used this same watch in your career in the Navy, and here it is. It's got a little bit of water hazing, moisture hazing to the dial, but it actually, the markers cleaned up pretty well. I mean, for what was under there and what had been done to it in the interim, it's a good watch. The one thing I didn't tell you about, that I forgot to tell you about, is your bezel here, this rotating ring, was very, very loose on the watch. The way these work is they have a lip underneath them that snaps over a corresponding lip in the case like this. So you go and it snaps in, and that holds it together. Both of those were worn, so I could just pull the ring off, which is why the ball bearing was missing. So what I did is I went through and I manually repaired both things. I manually repaired the case to spread that lip out a little bit. I also did the same thing on the underneath of the rotating ring to get those fingers in and gripping a little bit more. So now, instead of basically just coming off, you get nice, firm, clean clicks, which is good. And there she blows. All right, she's out of here today. Thank you.